Female crew included pilots, flight attendants, customer service reps, and cargo team members. Coleman's great niece was also on board. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
A partial hand recount in Kansas has confirmed a decisive statewide vote in favor of abortion rights. Two activists had requested recounts in 9 of the state's 105 counties. Earlier this month, voters rejected a ballot measure that would have removed protections for abortion rights from the state constitution. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
It's 12:05 at the Bay Area's news station, KCBS. Sunny Monday after some morning overcast along the coast and near the bay. Good morning, I'm Peter Finch. Here's what's happening. A press conference has been called for 11 a.m. Monday morning to talk about a car with a body in it found submerged in Prosser Creek Reservoir near Truckee. There is speculation that the body may be that of missing Tahoe area teenager Kylie Rodney. CBS 13 TV reporter Brady Hulbleib tells KCBS how the vehicle was found.
An independent team of divers, they're part of an association called Adventures with Purpose. They posted on Facebook that they found the vehicle 14 feet underwater with a body inside, but we have not confirmed if that is indeed Kylie Rodney.
News footage Sunday showed the car being pulled from Prosser Creek Reservoir Sunday evening with tarps brought out to cover the vehicle. Rodney was last seen at a large party of teens and young adults at the Prosser Family Campground near Truckee. KCBS will be at that press conference later this morning with the latest updates. The battle lines are sharpening in San Jose's mayoral race with a flurry of new endorsements coming in for the candidates in recent days. KCBS's Keith Manconi reports.
Candidate Cindy Chavez nabbed the endorsements of 2 city council members, including one who ran against her in the primary. Meantime, candidate Matt Mahan got the endorsement of the current mayor, Tom Liccardo. So, what does it all amount to?
In close elections, endorsements can make a difference.
As a state political science professor emeritus, Larry Gersten. Another factor that could make a difference in this race, experience, with Chavez a longtime fixture of South politics, and Mahan, a relative newcomer. Gersten says, though, it's not clear whether Chavez's long tenure will end up being a plus or a minus for voters.
These days, there's a lot of folks who are just anti-anything that speaks to the past. Anti-incumbent, anti-age, anti-experience. We want to change. We want to change. So you don't know what that's going to mean.
In the South Bay, Keith Manconi, KCBS.
2 people who lost family members to fentanyl are pushing state lawmakers for funding, saying the problem will never get better without programs to address it. We get that story from KCBS's Jennifer Hodges.
This mother says there's just not the funding to fight fentanyl.
I know that they just passed legislation and a huge bill, but I don't see any of it going to anything like this.
Tammy Nillis lost her son Daniel to a fentanyl overdose.
We need support from our legislators and from policy and awareness. This is a deadly drug.
Laura Patton was Daniel's aunt.
We need funding, and the only way to do that is to make it aware at the state capitol, and Governor Newsom for the state of California should be absolutely aware that
Fentanyl seizures at the border have spiked and the number of overdose deaths continues to rise.
fentanyl is a game changer, and I believe we need awareness and we need money to combat this.
Jennifer Hodges, KCBS.
Just ahead on KCBS, mountain lion sightings in a North Bay city are increasing. Right now, we want to go back to the KCBS Traffic Center for a check of the roads with Frank Munich.
And we're on the prowl for problems around the Bay Area, and we find just a relatively minor one near the Lakeville area. This is a little closer to Santa Rosa. Southbound 101 just before Lakeville Highway 116. We have some debris in the 2 right lanes there. Again, that's southbound 101 just before Lakeville Highway. This is near Lakeville, just north of it, Adobe Road, just north of Stage Gulch Road. We had an injury crash, which had been blocking lanes of Adobe Road for quite some time. That has just now cleared. We do have some renewed weather advisories in effect. In fact, renewed just within the last couple of minutes, and they're both high wind advisories. in both for Bay Area spans, a high wind advisory in effect on San Rafael Bridge, and one in effect for the Golden Gate Bridge. Your next update at 12:18 on the traffic leader KCBS.
Mostly cloudy skies overnight at the coast, partly cloudy near the bay, clear inland, overnight lows 55 to 60. Later on, sunny after a little morning overcast at the coast and near the bay. Highs upper 60s to low 70s at the coast, upper 70s to mid 80s bayside, 90s inland. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
It's not often that something you like is actually good for you. Take sleeping on your side. Studies indicate that side sleeping, nighttime breathing. At European Sleepworks, they have many options to help side sleepers create the comfort and stability they need. From their unique contoured mattresses to their patented custom-fit oxygen pillows. After all, for over 50 years, they've been working on your side. And that's a good thing. European Sleepworks at Adeline and Ashby in Berkeley or online at sleepworks.com.
A bad team facing a good team is never completely out of it.
Nick Costos, co-host of You Better You Bet, 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern on the BetQL network.
There's 162 games in the season. The best teams are going to lose 60-plus times, and the worst teams are going to win 60-plus times. Each side is its own individual entity. That's what makes betting on the baseball regular season so much fun.
All the insight you need to bet smarter is at BetQL.com. And listen to You Better You Bet with Nick Costos and Ken Barkley, streaming weekdays from 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern on Odyssey.
KCBS News Time, 12:11. There have been a number of mountain lion sightings in the Sonoma County city of Roanoke Park over the last week, including several close to homes. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub reports wildlife experts believe the sightings have become more common in recent years, in part because of the drought.
Multiple big cat sightings occurred Thursday and then on Saturday near Copeland Creek Trail and Sunrise Park. In each case, Department of Public Safety officers were dispatched but unable to spot the cougar. Lynette Lyon, a wildlife expert, says she thinks the mountain lions are probably young.
I think part of it is we definitely have some younger mountain lions forging their new territory, looking for new places to go.
She says the drought no doubt plays a role, no matter the animal's age.
Nature abhors a vacuum, so as new resources, some niches or old ones deplete, you're going to find a really radical shift in the ecosystem. So of course we have a drought right now, so animals are going to have to follow where water is. Of course, always have access to water, and that's what they're going to look for.
The last mountain lion sighting at Roanoke Park was last October. Experts say you are more likely to be struck by lightning than attacked by a mountain lion. There have only been 19 verified attacks since 1995. In the North Bay, Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
A new program in the Bay Area is working to grow diversity at farmers markets. KCBS's Chris Carlo reports beginning farmers with limited resources are the target of the effort. If you stop by a farmer's market, you're likely to see a t-shirt or a sign emblazoned with the slogan, "Support your local farmer." The program takes that a step further by trying to nourish a new generation of diverse farmers.
The Incubator Booth program provides access to our certified farmers markets in the Bay Area for beginning, first-generation, limited resource farmers in the Salinas Valley and Central Coast area.
Agricultural Institute of Marin CEO Andy Nasha-Reese says the program offers up space at 3 farmers markets in San Francisco, Hayward, and Oakland.
And provide them with training and technical assistance to teach them about how to bring their products to the market, developing a business plan.
The farmers have been farming for at least 3 years. They also must be growing organically, like Overado Solario, who says the program cultivated opportunity for his business.
So the farmers, they show distributors like a wholesale that they're going to be into the farmers market.
Nasha-Reese says there are plans to work with 27 farmers over the next 3 years. Chris Carlo, KCBS.
For the second time, protesters have taken down the fence surrounding the BART Station Plaza at 24th and Mission in San Francisco. BART officials say they may scrap that barrier altogether. Chain link fence was put in last month at the request of Supervisor Hillary Ronan to help discourage the resale of stolen goods, which has attracted crowds and caused chaos in the area. The plaza was supposed to remain encircled with fencing for 2 months. BART officials plan to meet with the supervisor next week to discuss alternatives to closing the plaza, given the controversy provoked by the fence. We'll have have an early morning look at sports in 60 seconds.
One of the best things about being a teacher is the light bulb moment. It's seeing students learn, seeing them get it. That light bulb moment is when you know your student has learned something they didn't know before. One of the worst things about being a teacher is the pain that comes from all day, the sore feet, swelling in the legs, the lower back pain, that stiffness in the neck. Fortunately, your choice of footwear can provide real relief. At the Walk Shop in Berkeley, we can help. We've got an extensive selection of stylish shoes with the proper support and additional cushioning that will make you feel so much better. And the staff here at the Walk Shop has expert knowledge in fitting and helping to remedy foot problems. We take the time to make sure you've got the right fit.
Oh wow,
how good you'll feel with shoes with the right support and lots of cushioning. Teachers from all over the Bay Area have discovered the Walk Shop, 2120 Vine Street in Berkeley.
Coming up on KCBS, there's been a brazen burglary at an East Bay cannabis dispensary. KCBS News Time, 12:15. Time now for sports. Baseball, the Giants prevailed in 11 innings at Colorado Sunday, 9-8 over the Rockies. The A's beat Seattle at the Coliseum 5-3. The A's started interleague series at Miami Monday evening. Giants are off today before playing the Tigers in Detroit on Tuesday. With more sports, here's Victor Zaragoza.
We have all seen it, the night-night celebration where Steph Curry puts his hands together and places them on the side of his face, kind of like the act of going to sleep. Well, it continues to take the sports world by storm. Steph Curry recently looked back at when he first did it and the impact it has had so far. Curry said in an interview, the first time I did it was Game 3 in Denver. It happened so quick, and it was one of those situations where you were back in the playoffs vibe. We've missed it for the past 2 years. I was just feeling amped being back on stage. The four-time NBA champ added that down the stretch in the fourth quarter after a critical stop, he was just talking to himself. Put him to sleep, put him to sleep. From there, the night-night took off with Curry doing the celebration in each of the following series against the Memphis Grizzlies, the Dallas Mavericks, and in the NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics. With many other professional superstars in other sports doing the night-night, we can kind of say the celebration is doing very well. And just showing how versatile it is also set to be featured in the video game NBA 2K23 when it is scheduled to release next month. From the sports desk, Victor Zaragoza, KCBS.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary, subject to terms and conditions, not available in all areas. If you're a small business owner, listen up. Pi Insurance wants to give you one of those aha moments, the kind that could save you money. Workers' comp is probably one of the biggest costs you face. But did you know that insurance providers have flexibility in setting their prices? That's right, but many don't bother giving small businesses the savings you deserve. Instead, you can get lumped in with other businesses and overcharged. Pi Insurance was created to change that. With Pi, you get a quote tailored specifically to your business, and you could save up to 30% with no hassle and no hidden fees. And with helpful representatives just a call away, it's easy to understand why Pi is rated excellent by customers on Trustpilot. Take 3 minutes to see how much you could save with Pi Insurance. Ask your agent for Pi or go to trypi.com. That's TRYE.com.
Waiting right.
Time for another traffic update. We go to the KCBS Traffic Center in Frank, Munich. And we go to a problem on southbound 101 before Lakeville Highway. That's actually closer to Petaluma. We have some sort of debris in the two right lanes. We have crews still in the process of trying to take that debris out of those lanes. And in the meantime, cars are dodging out of those lanes on pretty short notice to avoid hitting that. We had an accident which has been blocking a pretty major roadway north of Lakeville, Adobe Road, just past Stagecoach Road. We have an accident there on Adobe Road, which has been cleared, and some slow traffic we have been seeing there has now dissipated. We have yet one more high wind advisory in addition to the two that we have had in effect. We have high wind advisories in effect for the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge and the Gate Bridge, and now for Highway 580 over the Altamont Pass. Your next update at 12:28.